Hello boss, well that one failed. Well, can't always prefer it. I mean, hello boss, I'm to SFX Zero, Profile Production, and last part of Sakura Forest Girls. I do not know, there might actually be a Sakura Forest Girls 2, but I can't be sure of that. But at least, let's finish this. So, finally kissed Ayana. So, well, let's see what happens in the last part of this. And then I press my lips to Ayana in a kiss. A feather-light feeling spreads through my body. A moment our lips touch, I feel like all my worries are melting away as though I'm walking on a cloud. I wanted to do this for so long. I dreamed about it. I never imagined it would feel so good. Ayana's body is soft against mine and her lips are so warm. I could get addicted to this. Well, Ayana moans cutely against my mouth. Our tongues coil together. I can taste her saliva on my tongue. I hold her even closer, my fingers curling against her fabric on a white ritual gown. The golden coin struggled through Ayana with tresses clicks in the breeze, and the fire in the background continues to burn. The smell of charred wood fills the air, but it's drowned out by the scent of Ayana's skin and her hair and her perfume. I feel like I'm drowning in her. I press our bodies closer together, hungry to taste more of her. I want to claim her over and over again. I also want her to know how much I love her. I pour many years of longing into my kisses, and so let them grow in our door. I kiss Ayana's cute soft mouth until her lips begin to swell against my own, but it's still not enough. I feel like I'm burning up, just like the pyre behind me. My skin prickles and sweat begins to bead upon my brow. My clothes are beginning to stick to me. When I finally bend to break for a kiss for air, I have to gasp for breath. My chest rises and falls, pushes up against Ayana's. I know my face is red. Wow. I murmur, a little out of it. Wow, indeed. Ayana echoes my sentiments, a small smile upon her face. I never knew kissing would be so incredible. I suppose I really must love you. Same here. I adore you, Ayana. Oh yeah. I dip my head, meaning to press my lips to Ayana's once more when... It seems like things are getting rather spicy. Eek. Yeah. Crap. I was utterly taken by Ayana. I forgot about her. I whip about, shame-faced, and stare at Maya. She's observing us from a distance, a small cat-like smile playing about her lips. In the firelight, her green-yellow eyes seem to glow. I swear they're staring through me. This is pretty embarrassing. I'm glad I finally were able to kiss Ayana, but I should have been paying more attention to my surroundings. I can't believe I did something so brazen in front of an obnoxious witch. She never let me live this down. Maya, do you think you could maybe try to forget everything you saw and heard during the last 5 minutes? If you could, I really appreciate it. Now let me think about that. Maya pretend to ponder, one finger rests against her lower lip, then she grins. Sorry, but I can't do that. Yeah, I figured. That'd be way too convenient. I laugh awkwardly, my shoulders slumped. I guess a bit unreasonable asking you to suddenly contract amnesia. But could you not bring this up again? I don't want to... I want you teasing me. Me? Tease you? Maya gestures to herself and to me, a look of mock surprise on her face. Would I ever do so heinous a thing? Yes, you would. I know you. I know you would. You always tease me. But there's a grain of truth in that. Try a whole dessert worth. But I would not mock you and Ayana over your feelings. In fact, I think your confession was rather cute. I'm cute? Incredibly so, particularly when decorated with a blush of romance. I have to observe you girls for a week now. I can see how close you are. I know something like this would happen sooner or later. It was obvious you both had feelings of one another deeper than of friendship. Was really that apparent? Quite. You may be more circumspect than Miss Warrior, dear Ayana, but your feelings are not imperturbable. I've been alive for many, many years, and I can read pretty girls as easily as astronomers can read the stars. If I am at all surprised by this development, that it did not happen sooner. I have been waiting for you to kiss for a long while. Words cannot say how happy I am that you finally shaken off your hesitance. I do love a happy ending. I hope your love is true and strong, and that it does not founder. I wish you nothing but the best. Oh, I need to drink a little bit of water. My voice trails away and is soon consumed by crackling of the flames. A gentle smile, quite unlike those of groan I expected from her, then rises to Maya's lips. In a soft, gentle tone, not dissimilar to a mother or perhaps a wise grandmother, she says, "And now I think I should depart. I'm too old to worry myself with romance, and I would not wish to get in the way of you two young lovers. I like to tease, it is true, but I do not wish to make you too uncomfortable, and neither do I wish to sully your confession by gawking. You two take care of one another now." Maya giggles. That is what being in love is all about. I wake early in Maya's home the following morning. I rise from my cover, stretching, and pull on my clothes. Then I splash my face with some cold water in a wood basin and step outside to greet the sunlight with a smile. I feel invigorated, revitalized. In my current state, I bet I could do anything. I could scale a mountain or swim across a great lake or even take on a wild bear in a no-hold-barred hand-to-hand wrestling match. That would actually be fun to watch. The sun is shining, the grass is green, the sky is blue, and I never felt happier to be alive. I breathe in deeply and smile, letting my fresh, crisp air fill my lungs. The wind caresses my cheek and stirs my ponytail so it shifts. Today is going to be a good day, I can tell already. It's been a long while since I awoke feeling this energetic, and for good reason. For the last 2 months, Ayana and I have been wandering aimlessly, searching for a sign for Coco's whereabouts. Now that thanks to my intervention, we need wander no longer. We know where Coco is, and we know how to find her. She is in a village not far from here, ruled by a princess called Aerie. If Ayana and I set off today, we might be able to reach this village in less than a week. Then we'll be reunited with Coco again and our journey will finally reach its climax. We're so close to achieving our happy ending, I can almost taste it. Let's do this. I pumped my fist in the air and my face wrapped in smiles. We've got this. Together we'll be an unstoppable team. Oh ho ho. I head back into Maya's home to find Diana sitting up beneath her scattered cover. She's holding one hand into her temple and looks bemused. Her white hair is sticking up wildly like a bird's nest. Her eyes are merry, her shoulders hunched. She looks exhausted. She is not a morning person in any capacity. She always had trouble getting up, but I hope the good news will spur her on. Rise and shine, Anna. We don't have any time to lay around. We need to get up bright and early so we can find Coco. Aren't you glad we get to see her again? Coco. Hannah blinked. She looked confused for a moment. I think she is still half asleep, but then... Oh, that's right. Be nice and finally dawned upon Ayana's pretty face. She holds herself up, kicking off the covers aside in the most unladylike fashion. Then approaches me, her eyes wide and bright. You know where Coco is, don't we? Maya told us last night during the ritual. We can finally go and see her. Yes, indeed. I'm looking forward to it. My stomach rumbles and I gain abashed. First, we should probably get something to eat. My voice trails off, looks at Diana up and down, and takes a smug eye with the dark rings beneath them, her messy hair and exposed stomach. And you need to get dressed. And her face turns red at this, abashed. She wraps her arms around her bare belly. Did she not realize she was in her underclothes? She really must be out of it. Hannah scrambles to pull on her clothes, but her hair's still not a mess. She takes a brush and tries to tame it, but she is too hasty and she tugs at it so she winces. Ow. Do you want me to help you with that? If you would, that would be nice. Alright then, just sit down and leave everything to me. Hannah settles herself down upon Maya's scattered cushions and bears her back to me. I sit down behind her and begin to ease the teeth out of the brush through her with tresses. I brush slowly, careful not to cause her any pain. The twist of the brush slides through the hair over and over like running water. I'm soon able to tease out the worst of the knots while Ayana's body relaxes against mine. The sounds the brush makes is quite relaxing. It caresses her scalp so Ayana shivers. Did that hurt? No, it felt good. You can keep going. Alright. I continued my ministration methodically as always until I gotten out every last tangle. When I'm satisfied with my handiwork, I tie her hair back into her signature pigtails, then set the brush to one side. There, all done. What do you think? Thank you, yeah. Ayana smiled shyly while toying with one of her pigtails. I feel so smooth now. You did a good job. I'm glad to hear it. I know I'm not the most delicate of girls, but I've never been rough with you, Ayana. Or your hair. I heard a girl's hair is a very precious thing, and yours is more precious than most. Your hair is so white and smooth and pretty. It's so much nicer than my boring, ordinary black hair. I don't think your hair is boring. It suits you. Do you think so? Ayana nods. You should not compare yourself to me so much. You're wonderful in your own way. You really are a good friend. Thanks. I I try my best. I grin, my face faintly flushed courtesy of Ayana's praise. It's nice spending a relaxing morning with her, but I'm beginning to wonder where Maya is. She's been absent all morning. I'm beginning to wonder if I should just head out to catch breakfast. I'm starving. When Maya finally decides to put in an appearance. Good morning, everybody. Your favorite Mother Pretty Witch girl has finally arrived. I hope you didn't miss me too much. Maya's holding a trusty fishing rod in one hand and a wood pail in the other. In the pail I can see numerous small silvery fish. Their black eyes empty. She must have gone fishing herself while I was still asleep. I appreciate the thoughtfulness, but I didn't know you knew how to fish. But of course I do, silly Yaga. Maya sets a wood pile down and Todd and ruffles the top of my hair none too gently. I have been living alone for most of these years, and as such I've become quite savvy in the ways of looking after myself. It would be embarrassing if I could not catch a few fish at my age. No, not only that, Maya isn't to correct herself. It would be downright disastrous. I never would have been able to survive for so long as I have if I could not procure my own food. I am a witch, not a helpless damsel. You could not be more different. I guess that makes sense, but Pascal, why did you send me out to catch food every day if you totally self-sufficient? Could you have done it yourself? Oh God, you are very wet. You're gonna scream for me for a while. It is. Shut up. My cat is screaming at me every time he comes in when it has been bad weather outside. I'm gonna pause this and I'll be right there. Now I'm back. And why do you send me out to catch food every day if you're totally self-sufficient? Could you have done it yourself? I could, but I didn't. Why not? Because I didn't feel like it. Maya is still rubbing her crown of her head with one hand. I'm not bad at fishing, but it is a very elegant pastime. I didn't like pulling fish off my hook to scales or course. Their bodies are slippery and their stink. It is all in all a most tedious exercise. When given the opportunity, I would far rather have somebody else handle my dirty work. That gives me more time to lie back and take things easy. Oh, I see. So all this time you were taking advantage of me. But of course, you will not deny it. I thought you knew that already. My girls, I have no qualms about using and abusing free labor. So you're shameless. Indeed, I am. I've been alive too long to care about overly much about other people may think about me. I would far rather have fun. I think you have too much fun. No such thing. Thank you for catching the fish, Maya. I will cook them immediately. Yes, you do that. I'm starving. Embarrassing though it is to admit, conducting last night's ritual used a good deal of my stamina. I'm not as young as I used to be. You don't look all tired to me. You're every bit as irritating as usual. I grasped my arms folded. Happy though I am that I know where Coco is, it's hard for me to play nice with Maya. I'm grateful to her, and I don't dislike her, but something intrinsic to her giggle triggers my fight or flight response. I wonder if I always bicker with her like this. The thought is a tiring one, but it's also strangely comforting. I guess I've grown used to it, our silly spats. If you're tired, you did. Why did you decide to go and fish for us? I could have done it. I'm full of pep this morning. I am you youngsters. I'm getting on in years. My smiles. Bottom although I may be, I still manage simple chores. I suppose that is why I decided to help for once. I would not like to have you girls dismiss me as a useless old lady. I don't think you're useless. You helped us a good deal yesterday. If not for you, you wouldn't know. If not for you, you wouldn't know where Coco is. That's very true. Perhaps you could call this my answer to the fish in the pail. There's a sort of whimsy, then. Or perhaps I simply wanted to help you. I've grown fond of you two girls after all. I no longer wish to treat you like servants, but as guests. A good hostess must look after those in her care. I've been conscious. It seems like a bit late to worry about that now. Ayana and I will be setting off after breakfast to look for Coco. I'm not sure if we come back here. I did suspect as much, yes. I know one day we must part, one day soon, in fact, yet to think it should arrive so soon. Maya takes a seat upon her embroidered chair and frown falls over the other. I am accustomed to being alone, but my self-imposed exile has grown rather tedious during the last few decades. Spending time with you two girls was a lot of fun. I'm not sure if I'm willing to say goodbye to you just yet. I'm very flattered you are going to care for us, but yeah, it's right. Really cannot stay here, not when we know Coco is out there waiting for us. Yes, I am aware. That is why I have been considering a compromise. I was mulling over while last fishing, and now I have a proposition to make. What sort of proposition? My glances between two of us, her lips pursed in a line, then says, "Would you girls let me travel with you? The rest of your journey may seem simple enough, but in the forest it will be fraught with many more trials. You will need somebody cunning, talented, beautiful, intelligent, gifted with magic, and all around infallible. With a monster's ego to boot. To aid you to ensure you do not come to any harm. What do you say? It has been a while since I left my home, and I would appreciate a chance to stretch my legs. I think it sounds rather fun, don't you? I don't think fun is the right word. I've grown rather close to Maya during the last week, but still irritates me. I'm afraid she to come with us. We come to blows every other hour, if not every other minute. It would add a considerable amount of stress to our journey, but it might be more interesting too. What do you think, Ayana? Would you mind traveling with Maya? Not at all. I would be honored if you were to travel with us, Maya. I'm sure you would be boon to us. And you have done so much to help us already, I could not dream of turning you down. You might be a witch, but you are very kind, and I also regard you as a dear friend. My, a friend am I? How sweet of you. I would love to be your friend, very much so. And what of you, Yaya? Am I also your friend? Well, I can't say You annoy me a whole bunch, and I don't like it when you tease me. Which is pretty much all the time, but well, you're not so bad deep down. Like Ayana said, I think you're pretty nice, even if you don't always show it. I trust you and I wouldn't mind spending more time with you. So if you want, you can come with us. You might even be able to make yourself useful. Oh, how wonderful. I'm so happy. Maya beams brightly, practically from ear to ear, as she rises to her chair. She crosses the floor, then takes mine and Ayana's hands in her own. With the glowing eyes, just like the ruby necklace Ayana bought from Mika, she then declares, "Let the three of us stay together. I shall help you find Coco and I shall preside over your newfound happiness. Nothing would bring me more pleasure than seeing your happy smiles. Your journey is only just beginning, my dears, and I intend to be a part of it. Now let us set off together into the unknown. It does not matter what trials await us. I'm sure we can overcome them all if we are together. Let us all do our best, very best." So that was the whole story, and it very much seems there will be a second. And as we can see, there's one secret picture that we have not uncovered yet. And I guess that's actually we take Maya as a love interest instead, and that I can do easily. So that was all I have for Forest Ghost then, so I'll be back next time in another Sakura. I'm not sure if that'll be Sakura Forest Ghost 2 or another Sakura. I have not checked yet. And I probably won't be able to do that for at least 3 weeks, I think. Because I don't have enough money at this moment to actually get another Sakura. So at least that was all I have for Sakura Ghost then. So hit like and subscribe. I see you next time. Bye bye.